Saira, good morning, dear children. So, today I'll be continuing the same lesson Natural Resources, Class 5, Subject Science, Part 4, and Chapter 5. So, in Part 3, I have explained to you the importance of soil and the activities for which soil is used and the different types of soil. And soil, you should not forget, soil is also a renewable resource. Now in part 4 we will understand the importance of forest, as forest is also a renewable resource. The forests are the natural habitat of wild animals and birds. So forests give shelter for wild animals and birds, and they provide the necessary food and water to the animals and many useful materials to man. So forest not only provides shelter to wild animals and birds, it also provides the necessary food and water to animals. It is not only forest not only helps birds and animals but also the human beings. It provides the useful materials to man. So forests are also one of the natural resources. As you all know, forest is one of the most important natural resource. They provide us, what does the forest provide us? It provides us fruits, flowers, medicinal plants, wood, etc. And even forests are the shelters for tribals. So tribals are the people who live in the hilly area or forest. So forests give shelter for tribals, and the forests prevent soil erosion. So what do you mean by soil erosion? So soil erosion is a natural process in which the topsoil of a field is carried away by physical sources such as wind and water. The forests also prevent soil erosion in which the topsoil of a field is carried away by the physical sources such as wind and water. And the trees gives out oxygen and increase its quantity in the atmosphere. As you all know, human beings breathe oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, but the trees take carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. So can you see this picture? The forest gives us fruits, vegetables, timber, wood, medicinal plants, etc. And it is the habitat of, it gives habitat for wild animals and birds. Not only the shelter for wild animals, but it gives the necessary food and water for wild animals and birds. Now we will discuss about conservation of forest. So such useful and valuable forests are being destroyed for various human activities like urbanization and industrialization. So now the forests are useful providing us many valuable things. So such useful and valuable forests are being destroyed for various human activities like urbanization and industrialization. So construction of dams, etc. So we must not forget that destruction of forest is destruction of life. So we should not forget that if you destroy the forest, so it is destroying the life of all the living organisms. So useful and valuable forests are being destroyed for various human activities like urbanization and industrialization, and even for the construction of dams. So we should not forget that destruction of forest is destruction of life. So forest can be conserved by restricting unnecessary felling of trees. How can we control? So we can control by restricting unnecessary felling of trees by cutting trees. Tree planting, proper usage of forest products, cutting down branches, causing forest fire, etc. So, useful and valuable forests are destroyed by humans for various activities like urbanization and industrialization and even for the construction of dams, etc. But you have to protect the forest. But how? By restricting unnecessary felling of trees, by unnecessary cutting of trees. And you have to plant trees, tree planting, and you have to properly use the forest products and cutting down branches causing forest fire. And I think now you have understood the importance of forest and how you have to conserve it. Now I'm just summarizing the whole video. The forests are the natural habitat of wild animals and birds. They provide the necessary food to the animals and many useful materials to man. Forests provide fruits, flowers, medicinal plants, wood, etc. Forests are the shelters for tribals. Forests prevent soil erosion. The trees give out oxygen and increase its quantity in the atmosphere. Forest can be conserved by restricting unnecessary felling of trees, tree planting, proper usage of forest products, cutting down tree branches, causing forest fire, etc. So, I'll be asking you some of the questions relating to this video. The first question is, why are forests called the natural habitat? Why are forests called the natural habitat? What does the forest provide? Give examples. How does the tree help us? Why are valuable forests being destroyed? And how can we conserve forest? So these are all the 5 questions that you have to answer. Go through the video, understand it, then it will be easy for you to answer all these questions as you find the answers for all these questions in the video. Thank you. Sairam.